And welcome back to the Buckle Up Podcast universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush for our 154th episode today. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm actor Brandon Rush. I've been in 80 television shows and film productions. Some of the biggest shows out there that have been created in the last, 15 years. Criminal Minds, Scandal, Ozark, Mayor of Kingstown, Sons of Anarchy. Um, I said Ozark, right? Power Book 2 Ghost, FBI with Dick Wolf. Has been a bunch. I can't remember all of them right off the bat at the top of my head. Coming out in Outer Banks this season, the final season of Outer Banks. But that's just let's just say a few of those. And Blue Bloods, played Officer Danoon for 5 years. And I launched a podcast with my mother, Mama Rush, who is a pharmaceutical sales specialist. We have been blessed to have our podcast has been downloaded in 104 countries in 1071. Let's do that again, shall we? Our podcast has been downloaded in 104 countries on 6 continents and 1,071 cities around the world. What makes our podcast so special is that we have voices from around the world in different walks of life. We have had CEOs, we've had small business owners, we've had professors, teachers, military. One of my best friends is a pilot, Josh, Lieutenant Colonel, I believe, Josh Grab, I believe I said his rank correct, with the Marines. We have had in my movie business directors, producers, casting directors, casting producers, casting assistants, casting associates, actors, actresses, writers, executive producers, studio heads, FBI agents on the show as well. I know I'm missing. We've had architects on the show recently, and our goal is to allow people to tell their own story and their own journey, and hopefully educate the youth with that. One thing that's big about this podcast is we love the support that we get from our listeners and followers. You can help us out by downloading the episodes. So whenever you go on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or YouTube or any of the stations, that 12 directories that we're on, if you hit the download button on an episode, that would greatly help us out. And then you can listen to our episodes on the go. So every guest that comes on, it's always important that you download your own episode and let your people know to download it as well. So just by clicking the download button, not just hitting play, but hitting the download button helps not only us out, but it helps spread your episode out as well. Today, we have Jeremy Hansen on here from Voicelings. I just want to thank Jeremy, who we were in contact through social media, and he introduced me to some incredible voiceover artists that have come onto our show and have been absolutely outstanding. Jeremy is today's guest. He is someone who proves that creativity, humor, and digital strategy can take you to places you've never imagined, sometimes even to the moon. Jeremy Hansen is from Wisconsin, born. He is a ghost marketer and self-proclaimed DM salesman who turned organic social strategy into real growth, helping build Voicelings Instagram to 16,000 followers in just 1 year and reaching over 1 million views in a single month. That's extremely impressive. And somewhere along the way, he even received a misdirected NASA email saying he'd orbited the moon. Jeremy, we'd like to welcome him to the show, and we're glad to have you on here today. So we'll have Jeremy join us in just a few minutes. He should be coming on. Yeah, just hit a minute. Oh, joining. Oh, I hit that thing again. That thing's very sensitive. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Hello.
Jeremy, first off, man, welcome to the Buckle Up Podcast universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing good, man. Jeremy, I can't thank you enough for getting me connected with the Voicelings community. They've been absolutely outstanding, and I've been able to meet these new friends that I never thought was possible.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy that you appreciate that you're happy with connections. I'm happy that like it's working. So I'm really happy about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. But today, Jeremy, it's going to be all about you.
Okay.
Jeremy, yeah, I'm excited for it. So let's start from the beginning, man. What is it like growing up in Wisconsin, and how did that shape you into who you are today?
it's definitely a lot of blue collar, right? It's
Yeah.
you're hardworking, and it's for me. I'm from a small town, so it's you usually have farmers, usually you have people who have worked in construction or factories. My dad, my grandparents, and my great grandma were all in the same factory. They worked at the same factory.
Oh, wow.
And that was actually my biggest fear in college. I'm like, I don't want to be stuck in working
Yeah.
at a factory, working at that factory, Brown Newton. So that was like my biggest motivation,
Yeah.
getting out of the small town, getting out of the cycle, pretty much.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then, Jeremy, where'd you go to college at, and what did you study while you were in
Went to
college?
Carroll University, and I studied originally it was diagnostic medical sonography, but I
Oh, wow.
couldn't understand all the bone. I couldn't memorize all the bones and muscles,
Mhm.
so I switched to communication. I'm like, oh, I love to,
Okay.
but it was more than that. It's actually listening as well. And then
Okay.
I eventually got marketing as well as a minor. And yeah, then went from there. I became a marketer.
Okay, so yeah, so you're from what you from studying communications and studying marketing. What was your, I guess, your first job coming out of college, I guess, or what was that like? What was that transition like from hey, I don't want to, even though you're thankful for growing up in a blue collar town, you kind of wanted to not
Mhm.
necessarily break the cycle even, but you just want to do something different for your life, which is completely fine.
Yeah, so I was in e-commerce. I did like e-commerce. I was doing like it was a small town lamp business.
Okay.
It was fine. I worked there for a little bit, but then I'm like, oh, I was doing social media there, and I'm like, oh, but I want to do more. So I decided that I wanted to get into pay per click. So, and that's what I did a lot of until very recently, where someone I met from college who is now the co-owner of Voicelings. He's like, "Hey,
Okay.
do you want to do social media uh, for um, for this new business called Voicelings? It's going to be hosted by Tara Strong or owned by Tara Strong." And I'm like, "Sure, I don't know who Tara Strong is, but
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Let's try it out." A celebrity. I don't necessarily I wasn't a fan of doing social media before,
Okay.
but being part of Voicelings has been phenomenal. The being part of the group, um, being part of the business, seeing it it from a person who does the managing on the social media side. It's definitely it's different from any other social media experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
Well, Jeremy, I had to say this. Like, I appreciate you so much when I first, because I'm like, who is this person that I'm just talking to? Because yeah, you never mentioned your name at first. So I'm like, all right, I'm having communications with somebody, but I don't know who it is. But I'm big on knowing people.
Yeah.
And I saw how hard you have been advocating for the students that are in Voicelings. Then I'm like, okay, who is this person behind all this? Like, and I remember I'm like, who am I having the pleasure of
Who's the
speaking
voice
with?
behind Voicelings?
Yeah, exactly. Who's the voice behind Voicelings? And then when you're like, oh, my name's Jeremy, I'm like, okay, great. Like, cause I in everything I do in life, man, I treat the janitor with the same level as the CEO. So even when I go to, I think you might have frozen, Jeremy. Oh, sorry about that. I thought you froze.
Okay, it's okay.
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's all right. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're good. Even when I go to like, I always treat everybody like I want to know everybody's position or things that they do. So I wanted to get to know you, and I just appreciate because I'm like, here's this person who doesn't owe these people anything, but yet he is sitting here fighting hard for all of these people. So they don't under. I know that you're a blessing because you've been a blessing to us, and that you've been a blessing to this podcast. But I just want to thank you for what you do for them, and then how does that shape kind of like where you are, I guess you're in the Midwest, is that correct?
Yep, I'm still in the Midwest. I'm in Wisconsin still.
What is that like connecting to all these different people from around the world?
So crazy. Because it's so crazy. I want to backtrack to what you were talking about. Not like people don't know who I am usually.
Yeah,
Right? People think I'm
that's
Tara Strong. People
oh
like a
yeah,
lot of people think
yeah, I'm
that
assuming so.
that's Tara Strong doing all that. So I
Hmm.
get that question a lot. Like, is this Tara Strong? And I
Yeah.
kind of like it feels like Santa Claus. Like I don't want them to think that I'm not Tara Strong. So I'm like, if you truly believe. Um, but then going back to what you're saying about knowing people around the world, it's been life changing, honestly. Especially since I'm also influencer manager as well. So
Okay.
I'm doing influencer, I'm doing the social media, I'm also doing the administrating for all the Legends lives on Zoom. So I'm getting people on and like pretty much producing it.
Yeah.
It's definitely been life changing. I've made a lot of friends actually uh, from Voicelings, like especially like on the influencer side and just people who are like really big into voicelings. I've made a lot of friends from it, and I really appreciate them. I really appreciate their perspective on life, and
Yeah.
it's so different. As a marketer, you're in business, and it's like kind of like cold, and like so it's kind of like a nice change of pace. Like meeting these people who are the like real artists and
Yeah.
they're warm, and it's just nice to.
Absolutely. Did you ever think that? Sorry, mom.
Okay, that's all right. Did
I'll
you
say.
said,
Go ahead, mom. You go ahead, mom.
oh, you want me?
Rush.
Hey, oh, by the way, this is Mama Rush. I didn't get a chance to say that in the beginning. But Jeremy, welcome to the show. I want to ask you a question. When people hear ghost marketer, they may not fully understand it. It sounds like that's something that you are doing in the background somewhere. Can you explain what that means in your world?
So I coined it. I made it up.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ghost marketer. It's not a real phrase. It's white labeling, but white labeling isn't that fun. So I say ghost marketing. I'm behind the scenes. So
Hmm.
I have some people that I work with. They do the meetings. They do the client work. I'm just behind the scenes doing the work and telling them what to kind of say to their
Hmm.
client during the meeting. Like sometimes they're in the actual meeting and they're texting me, what is this? What does this mean? And I actually text them. I respond like, this is what to say to them. And so it's nice. I can go, like, I don't really have that many meetings, so I can just really relax. Like my day is very much no meetings. I'm just relaxing. I'm on voicelings, just texting people. I don't know. It's a good time.
Well, that's great. And you call yourself a DM salesman. What does that look like, Dan?
DM
And
sales, it's
why is
exactly what it is. It's
it right
selling in the DMs. For voice things, whenever now we've made this program now that whenever someone like follows us, I'm
now?
the one that's messaging them saying, "Hey, do you want to apply for a scholarship?"
Oh,
And we it's a whole thing because what is that? Many chats, right? You have many chats, and it's automatic messages, automatic DMs, and they don't actually work. I don't think they work that well. I still think people ignore them because we just get tuned out. So
Yeah.
it it kind of matters when an actual person messages you saying,
mhm.
"Hey, do you want to join?" That's actual authenticity right there, and I'm a big believer in authenticity.
Oh, yeah, we are too. We are.
Jeremy, you said something then. First, I'm taking a second to apologize. I didn't realize that I didn't introduce. Jeremy, welcome to the Buckle Up Podcast Universe with Brandon Rush.
Woo! I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I apologize, Jeremy. I didn't
That's
realize I
quite
didn't
all
say
right,
it.
Brad.
I thought I had. Jeremy, will you do me one favor? Will you actually explain that voiceling scholarship? Because because you said it just in, I want to make sure that we hit that. So just people
Okay.
understand. We'll get into deeper into voicelings, but I want to make sure that people understand what that is that might be listening.
Yeah, so Voiceling Scholarship, it's like any other scholarship for getting into college, but it's not accredited.
Mhm.
It's basically you're able to it's affordably join Voicelings. It's all a one-time payment, and you're able to join Voicelings because we believe that just because the industry is expensive, it's extremely expensive. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean that we have to be expensive as well. We want to
Mhm.
be affordable. We want everyone to be able to join. And it doesn't matter what experience you have. You can be a beginner, you can be new, brand new, or you can be very experienced. It doesn't matter. Join Voicelings. And once you join Voicelings, you get Access Plus, which is basically you joining our community, get in courses, and then from there you're able to give lifetime. It's lifetime.
Oh wow.
It's for life. You're able to
That's
do it too. You have it.
Oh yeah.
And
I guess I didn't think about it.
community.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about it, but I want to break. I mean, I should because I love how the people that I've met through you have been absolutely outstanding, and even people that just follow that see other people's stories have either DM me or I've DM them because I love how supportive everyone is in that community.
Well, feel free to join if you're here. If you're available on Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. We have Jessica DeCiccio. I'm not. I don't know. Jessica DeCiccio on
Okay.
Legends Live, and so we'd be able to do. There's a Q&A, and it's basically Tara asking questions before that and getting to know and helping the students be able to learn more about voiceover, voice acting.
Okay. Well, I definitely would love to learn more about voiceover. My schedule's a little bit crazy right now because I got to balance scheduling people on the show and traveling
It's
at the same time.
recorded.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, you can. So once you get in, you're able to. Everything is recorded. So if you miss it, you're able to watch it again once we put it on.
Oh, perfect. I didn't know that. So I'm learning something new every day. Question
Mhm.
for you, Jeremy. When you first using your from going from marketing, e-marketing, I think you said, I think I said it right, e-marketing or
E-commerce.
yeah, e-commerce, from doing e-commerce into this doing social media for voicelings. What was that transition? What was that transition like? And then how have you seen what you did in college or what you learned in your regular job? How's that translated to you expanding voicelings like you have?
Yes. So definitely, I kind of fast forwarded a lot when I was telling my
Oh
story.
no, so yeah, oh yeah, take as much time as you want, man.
I know people want to hear about the voicelings.
Oh no,
So,
no, no.
so
Today is about voicings
it's
is
on
right
me.
here. You got that right.
Okay. So for me, I just basically I was let's see, my last full-time job was actually insurance, marketing for an local insurance
Okay.
firm. And I've been in multiple different industries. I've been in agencies, I've been e-commerce, I've been in um let's see here, just a lot of different industries I keep forgetting. And not staying that long. Like the longest I've ever stayed at a job was a year and a half.
Okay.
And so I got over it, and especially the
Yeah.
pandemic and all that, getting laid off. And like, ugh. So I'm like, you know what? I want to be in control of my own future, of my own life.
Amen. Amen.
Mhm.
I want to be in control. So I let's see here. At the insurance job, I got so many opportunities from the person uh, who co-owns Voicelings. I'm not going to say his name
That's
because
okay. You don't have to.
privacy.
Yeah.
But he was able to give me so many opportunities that I was able to eventually leave that job because it kind of matched my income. So I'm like, time to leave.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm freelancing. It's been a dream. It's been a dream finally that came true.
Yeah.
And so it's basically the shift of being a full-time freelance marketer has been pretty crazy. It's been over a year.
Mhm.
I remember there's been ups and downs. I've been
Yeah.
told that it was going to be ups and downs, and it was.
Mhm.
You feel like you're finally over the hill, and you're
Mhm.
like, yes, I'm good, and then something happens, and you have to
Yeah.
get back up, and it's all about just getting back up when
Yeah.
something happens to you.
Absolutely. Jeremy,
Mhm.
where do you think you found that resilience? Because you mentioned two great things there that I'm going to touch on both of those. And I'll make it a two-part question. The first part would be where do you find that resilience of getting back up, doing those ups and downs? And then the second part that I really loved that you said was the fact that you were on these jobs, you're like, this isn't serving me or this isn't making me happy. To have the courage to leave. I don't care what anyone says, in my own opinion, when you get up and decide that that's not right for you, or this isn't what I deserve, or I'm going to go do better for myself. I think that's amazing. If you're saying, I'm good. It's time for me to leave and do something else. Where did you even find the courage to do that? So that's the two-part question, I guess. So the two-part question is having the courage to realize, you know what, this isn't really serving me. This isn't what I want to do. To how do you get the ups and downs that might come with that as well?
Yeah. So how I was able to overcome all the bad stuff that, like, I guess, getting laid off. It's a lot of practice. You kind of have to practice that resiliency. Um, I guess personally, I did there for a few years. I had family issues, and I had to complete. I had to kind of cut my family out of my life. And,
Oh,
I realized I was too reliant on family, and there were some boundary issues there.
yeah.
Um, so that kind of, I had to learn to do things myself. I had to fight for myself. I had to grow myself.
Mhm.
And I think during the pandemic, that was a big time. I was, getting laid off. And, I had to DoorDash. I had to, do all these little side hustles, and,
Yeah.
you just can't rely on the government to
Mhm.
make you money. So you gotta do it yourself. So I did.
Hmm.
And so resiliency, it really
Yeah.
built that resiliency up. And then, I got laid off quite a few different times.
Mhm.
And so it's just like building up that resiliency and that mindset, like, okay, that happened. Well, let's move on. Let's keep going, push.
Mhm.
So that's where I got from. And then what was the second question?
The second question was, you said first off, Jeremy, you're already outstanding. This is
Mhm.
Thank
why when I say that it's not about voicelings, it's about your journey. That was outstanding, and just hearing your truth with that, because
Mhm.
that's inspiring to me.
you.
Just so
Mhm.
you know, the second part of that question was, I think you said whenever you were going to leave, that they said that there would be ups and downs with marketing, like being freelance marketer, that there would be
Yeah.
ups and downs. How did you handle those? Because I feel like that happens for a lot of people. Because two different things you said there, or I feel like are helping our whole entire audience that
Yes.
could deal with
So
that.
you have to plan ahead. You really do. Because you never know when you're going to lose a client. You never know when something's going to happen. Things happen. The weirdest things happen. The most random things happen. So you
Mhm.
just kind of always have to work on building relationships, building
Yeah.
connections, and kind of seeing, hey, you know, do you want to be my client? And nothing happens overnight. Nothing's quick. It's kind of like small. Everything's like a small thing. Like you make a friend, and then potentially it be late, like maybe even years. It could be a year, it could be years. They become a client. So it's
Yeah.
all about just getting ahead of it. Like you kind of get a sense like when you're about to lose a client, and so for me, I somehow was able to get like 4 meetings with potential clients last month, just to
Okay.
prepare for any potential fallouts. And for me, it was like really important to meet with them in person. I feel like it's always good to meet with these people in person. Also,
Yeah.
you want to build your brand on LinkedIn too. Posting on
Okay.
LinkedIn is important. Like and make it personal. You want to be consistent too. So that helps as well, being able to do that.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
I think, and also like maybe creating a funnel as well, a website, having a website there for yourself,
Mhm.
and being on different places like Reddit. Reddit's a great place to be on. LinkedIn's a great place to be on. Um, so just have like a little strategy for yourself to continue getting clients.
Yeah.
Even if you have the money paid, you can do advertising, but a lot of people
Yeah.
don't. So it's organic. A lot of things are
Absolutely.
organic.
Yeah.
Jeremy, sorry, one more thing, Mom, before you, I had to ask. Jeremy, you mentioned getting built up on LinkedIn. Now, I'm a person who I've never had to use LinkedIn, and the only reason I haven't used LinkedIn is because I've been very blessed that in the 16 years of my acting career, that is all I mean, I've worked temporary
Yeah.
jobs to fund the dream, but it's mainly been acting, so I've never had to hop on LinkedIn. So let's just say for someone like me with I guess probably needing to establish a LinkedIn for the business world of things. How's that like helped your career? I see everyone's like, "Hey, what's your LinkedIn?" And I always tell them I really don't use it because I'm working like my resume and things work differently in the acting world.
You're not the only one. I know someone, a friend of mine named Martin Moore. He gave me a
Okay.
camera. He does social media for costs.
Okay.
So he hates LinkedIn. So I get it. Like he's
Yeah.
and it's very, and like I understand, like as an artist, like LinkedIn isn't really like that. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not
No one uses it.
useful.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah.
So so for LinkedIn for me, um, wait, what was the question again? Sorry.
No, kind of explain it. You can even explain it from your perspective how LinkedIn works for you because I'm
Yeah.
a person who knows like pretty much nothing about LinkedIn just because I haven't had to use it.
I'm a troll on there, okay?
Okay.
I'm a troll. For instance, my header right now is NASA's favorite marketer because
Okay.
people think that I am Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian astronaut.
You're
Ooh.
So,
kidding.
not kidding, not
Yeah.
kidding. To this point, to this day, today, I got tagged in another LinkedIn post about Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian astronaut. I I get invites to mansion parties in Canada. I just this week got invited all expenses paid trip to Ottawa to meet these people at a convention.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
You
I
know?
would take them up on it. Do they know
Yeah.
what it looks like? No.
Yeah. And Jeremy, this is just you just we so you tell the story about how this first happened, the
That
story about
NASA, yeah, the NASA email story.
yeah, the NASA email story. Will you tell how that happened? What you put in your or it might however that story came about?
Okay, so it just happened. It was Easter. So what happened in Easter was I went to my parents' house and they're like, weren't you just in the moon or something? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And like, oh, there's an astronaut. And then that helped me remind myself that, oh shoot, the Canadian astronaut is orbiting the moon right now. So I
Hmm.
remember that. Then like
Right.
I believe the next day it was happening. And like they finally launched. And all of a sudden I get this email that has all these NASA emails in there and say,
Mm.
you know, like we appreciate you for going to the moon, and it's just wild. And it's not the only time. This has happened multiple times now where I'm in the same email as NASA.
Mm.
Yeah.
So and even what was it that business? It's the X one owned by Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah. X, I think, yeah.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah, they're in that email too, in one of the emails too. So
you're gonna start going to some of these parties, man.
You
I
like
gotta
behind the
go.
scenes
I gotta
knowing a
Oh,
go.
you
lot.
do go.
I should go. I
Oh,
should go.
yeah. It can't hurt. I mean, they might just
I'm Jeremy Hansen, right?
yeah,
Jeremy fucking
absolutely.
Hansen. I don't know if I can swear here.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Jeremy
That's
fucking
really
Hansen.
interesting.
Yeah.
I tell you, the opportunities that are out there
Yeah.
for so many people, and um, just that NASA world is so interesting because I grew up with an astronaut. His name is Charles Bolden,
I
and
think I've seen his email.
yeah, we
Yeah.
grew up and we would participate in the science fairs together, and it's just such a unique thing because he was older by a couple of years than I am, but we would find ourselves, our parents were friends and all, and he was always telling us back here in South Carolina that he was going up there as astronaut. And my cousin said they might not quite have understood, but when he took that ship on up, they said he really did it. But they have always been great family friends and just humble, wonderful people. And I just look at the brilliancy that God has put in so many people, as you are, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I want to ask you something about growing an Instagram to 16K in 1 year. And then that's no small feat. What was
It's
your
not a
strategy
small
there?
feat.
Mm,
It's
what was your
not.
strategy there?
Oh wow. So, you know, the strategy is collaboration and it's community. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we have a whole community of amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're really amazing and they're talented. And you know, so we let them shine. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. We let them shine. We collaborate and we let them shine. Obviously Tara Strong, she's doing her thing, you know, like she brings a lot of followers over and she's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely amazing to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's definitely a lot, letting them shine. You know, I put myself in their shoes and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
as an aspiring artist, you
Mm-hmm.
know, being able to get that opportunity to collaborate with Tara Strong, with us, she's a celebrity, she's a star,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, getting a platform to put yourself in, I think is so important.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm in that position where I can help people get on
Mm-hmm.
this platform, get a platform,
Uh-huh.
shine, and it's like it's amazing. It's an
Oh,
amazing feeling.
wow.
But seeing their reactions is honestly the best part of my job.
Oh, wow. Well, you hit 1 million views, I think, in a single month.
That's
What made
crazy.
Come
that
on.
content? What made that content connect?
Ooh, so we had okay, so there was a lot of strategies there. There was so what we did, a lot of it, some of it was Tara. She had a very viral video,
Mm-hmm.
and then also I was able to work with this very well known voice actress who does
Mm-hmm.
voice acting challenges, and she
Mm-hmm.
made a video, and then we had and then we had everyone kind of make their own videos from it, like
Mm-hmm.
so that was cool. And then we had other influencers doing their own videos, and but then we had another viral video where it was Nigel, um, I think Nigel King
Yeah,
is.
Nigel's been on the show.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
yep, yep, I got him on here. He was great. He was on he was on a different show. He was
Mm-hmm.
let's see here,
Kelly
out
Clarkson, I believe.
Kelly Clarkson show. He
Yeah.
was on the Kelly Clarkson show, and he was able to meet Kenny forgot his name, Kenny,
Um,
SpongeBob,
the guy. I actually don't watch SpongeBob, but I know the voice. Yeah, but the voice of SpongeBob.
voice of SpongeBob, and
Oh.
also ooh, I
Mark
forget his
Hamill.
name.
Mark
Mark
Hamill was the
Hamill.
other guy.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He was
Mm-hmm.
able to meet. So he was able to meet Mark Hamill and Kenny, and he was able to do their voices, and we have that video, and it went viral.
Oh,
So we
wow.
had two different viral videos. We had a voice acting challenge, and we had other influencer uh,
Mm-hmm.
videos, and that's how we did it.
Oh,
There's a whole
Hey,
strategy.
congratulations.
yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Oh, very much.
Jeremy, how do you balance creativity and strategy? So doing both of those, like, hey, like I think I'm gonna put together this guest or that. How do you balance kind of that, or when it comes to your, I guess for voicelings, using that.
We use
Uh,
voices. Yes.
yeah. So using voicelings as an example, how do you figure out the creativity? Like, hey, this might work, and strategy. How do you kind of put those two things together?
Yes. So for me, let's see here. I think for me, the strategy is, uh, you. It's about figuring out what's working. Like creativity comes first. We have to be very
Sure.
creative.
Mm-hmm.
As a marketer, you kind of try new things while also looking at what other people have been doing.
Yeah,
Maybe not in our same space. Maybe you look at other spaces, other industries, see what's successful there, and figure out how to incorporate that into your industry.
absolutely.
So that's one strat. That's kind of being creative in a way that you're bringing something new to the industry, but it's also being strategic because you're seeing
Mhm.
what's working in the other industries.
Okay. Jeremy, I just have to say I love those voiceover challenges. And, like me finding you all, and vice versa, it's by complete happenstance. My nephew, Mason, who I love to death, is always doing. I play video games with him every day.
Mhm.
He's always talking about like he likes doing voices. He likes doing voiceover, like Sonic and stuff like that. So I'm like, let me try and find a way to do more stuff with my nephew. And I happened to randomly stumble across one of the voicelings actors, but I didn't know his voicelings at the time. I just came across this actress's voiceover challenge. I started doing a couple of hers challenges. Her name's Abigail. I don't know her last name. Then I came across Melissa and started talking to Melissa. And then me and my nephew, I got him a microphone, I got him a headset so that so he could record those challenges. And I was doing them and I was really enjoying it. And then eventually I saw the voicelings thing and got connected with you. And I just think that how it was it actually was a blessing is what it all has been, but how much that you all have been able to get these different people from different walks of life, because Gloria, for instance, is an architect and now she's doing these she's now in the voiceover community. So it's amazing these different people have found reasons to come or whatever.
Yeah, she's a very good friend of mine now too. Gloria's great.
She is, she's a sweetheart.
It's fun. Yeah, when we connected, that was probably like because I went directly to Tara for that
Oh, really?
ask. Yeah, yeah. I did the ask. I did the pitch. I was like, and I got her to say yes. So I was like, yes, okay, cool.
Hey, you're a man, Jeremy. I appreciate you.
But it was very like, yeah, like it's definitely. I'm very appreciative of having you here as well. I really do appreciate that. Because it's like it's nice having like because you're an actor. You're not necessarily a voice actor, but you're an actor. so you understand it. You understand
Absolutely.
the industry better than most people would.
Hmm.
So it's really great having your perspective, and would love to have you at other events too. Like that'd be cool.
Oh, hey, just let me know, man.
I'll let you know.
I'm all for it. And then Jeremy, I just want to say what I love about you all, and I'm big on I'm an underdog. I've always been an underdog, and I've had to fight for everything I've ever got,
Mhm.
especially in the movie business. And I always felt that a lot of times the people that aren't getting seen. One of the reasons I started this originally was because all the people behind the scenes don't ever you don't get to hear about what they do. I am dead serious. It's been one of my goals since day one. Like all the people behind the scenes, because I worked behind the scenes constantly. Not before I ever was in front of the camera. Well, although I worked on both ends, but it was casting directors, casting associates, and casting assistants who were the ones that fought for me like no one else. Because I was performing at these open showcases, like this basically open mic nights where you perform a scene at showcases for these casting directors and casting assistants and associates. I didn't have an agent at the time, and they're like, "Wait a minute, who represents you? Because you're really good." And I was like, I don't have an agent." And they said, "You know what? We'll call you in ourselves." So my whole entire career has been about giving back to them. And then with this, I'm like, let me give a voice to all these crew members that I have worked with on these shows and all these people behind the scenes that do all this stuff, but never get the credit that they truly deserve. So I've asked so many people on here, just like I feel like Voicelings has given the voice to people that have
Yes.
maybe gone through this life without being seen. So I just wanted to make that connection. The fact
We
I
definitely have that.
what's that?
Definitely have that in common for
Oh
sure. Like,
yeah, no, we do.
want
That's what I love about what you guys are doing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole point. That's the whole point. And thank you for that. I
Okay.
really appreciate it. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Sharon, I want to ask you something. What's one thing people underestimate about social media growth?
social media growth. Okay, they underestimate. You can actually make. Let's see here. I think they can underestimate the struggle with being a voice like a social media person.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, uh, figuring out the voice. Let's just say, like I work with Tara Strong, so it's understanding Tara Strong. It's understanding how to write as if I'm Tara Strong. So you kind of have to do a little research did the before I even started doing the posting for Voicelings. I took the course, and I kind of read about studied about Tara Strong and I to get her voice, understand what her voice is like, and it is it's incredible. She's sassy, like Bubbles.
Yeah.
She basically embodies all of her characters that she plays. She's serious. She's um she's serious. She's sassy. She's funny.
Mhm.
Like she's iconic, honestly. So like, and I'm like, okay, I have to get that voice. Let's
Yeah.
bring that iconic voice, but then sweet as well. You have to be a little. She's very sweet.
Yeah.
Like, is it okay if I tell some stories
Yeah,
about?
of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
So one time during Legends Live,
Felt
we
good.
had one student who was really struggling. Like they were nervous about asking a question, and it was a real struggle.
Yeah.
And Tara simply like she said, "You know what your problem is?" And she said, and the girl's like, "What?" And then I'm thinking like, "Oh, what's this about?" She said, you're just too cute for this world." And I'm like, "Oh, so cute." You just weren't
Yeah.
expecting that. Like it's absolutely incredible working with Tara Strong. I remember I know it's kind of going away from that.
No, you're good. Jeremy, you're
Right.
good.
Okay, but I remember the first time I joined there's a group chat that we have, the Voicelings, the people who work there. And I remember the first time she messaged me on the group chat. She's like, "Hey, welcome." And and she showed like, "Do you want to see a picture of my son's a picture of my son's artwork?" I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, "I don't know who this is." I'm like, "Sure." Right. Okay. And then I figure out that's Tara Strong. I'm like, you just
Oh,
didn't
that's
know
such.
she's such a sweetheart, and you just don't expect it. So it's
Oh.
like it's very different. It's
Hmm.
I guess understanding that like she's sweet, and, like now we go around, she's like a sweetheart, and you're able to bring that voice into the social media, like
Mm-hmm.
show that caringness.
Absolutely. Jeremy, question for you, brother. I'm gonna try and loosely relate it to you if possible, but we'll see how it goes here. Do you think that were you trying to kind of find your own voice in so let me I used to be insecure. I myself used to be very insecure.
Were you?
Yeah, yes, I was. And I'll tell you the reason I was insecure is because I was a fat kid most of my life. I was a
Yeah.
fat kid most of my life. It took me forever to lose that weight. I finally lost that weight. And then I never realized how I looked on the outside. So I was just always that fat kid. The fact that, and there's nothing wrong with being big, but I'm saying to me, uh, being a kid, that being so impressive, me being that fat kid the whole time, like that was always on my head. And even though people saw me another way when I was no longer big, but it wasn't until, and I say this, until I stripped for Betty White, was it when I gained the confidence that it finally, and my mom used to always say, don't worry about what people think, but I was always worried about what people think. But when I stripped for Betty White, I realized I was chosen for my talent. I was chosen out of all the people that went there, even going into the audition, that I was able to dance better than them. And then when I filmed that in front of a live audience in the studio, I never felt more comfortable in my lifetime. And I've never had insecurity since that day, which was in 2017. So for what I was asking for you with the voiceover thing, and maybe with other artists that in that, do you feel like that you were maybe trying to find your voice or trying to help build confidence, or what was it that brought you to trying out the voice language class itself? You said.
I think for me, well, I'm actually a singer too. I sing.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can talk about. I can change it. I can change my voice as well. So I could possibly even do voice over as well. So I mean,
Please
I can
do. You're
change my
more than
voice.
welcome to do
I
voices
can
if you
do.
got
Do
them.
do you want some? I can do
yes,
like.
give us something you brought.
Samples, yeah.
Yeah, bring it to the table.
Do you know Dick? It's so random. Dick Bavetta. Dick. I think
I
Dick
don't know.
Vitale. Dick Vitale.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God! Hello, hello. This is sports. This is Sports Center. Go Duke! Like you can do that, and then
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
baby.
yeah, baby. And
Yeah.
then third grade, I was I can do Santa Claus, and
Oh, let's hear it,
I
man.
can do. Oh God, ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! So I was doing that in third grade, and so we had like my people who were also students. They would like sit on my lap and ask for like presents, and it wasn't weird because we're in third grade. We didn't know, just being silly. We're kids. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was
Awesome though. And then what type of music do you sing, or what? I guess what's your is it
my
called?
vocal range. My
Yeah.
vocal.
Yeah, what's your? Thank you. Yeah, because obviously I don't sing. I can't sing at all. But yeah,
I
what's
can,
your? Tell us about that.
so I can do singing. I can. So I performed at Carnegie Hall in New York,
I'm
and
If
sorry.
you don't
Time out.
stop,
Time out,
yeah,
Jeremy.
yeah.
every time
You
out.
know what?
I performed at Carnegie Hall in New York. I was just, and I remember standing there and like everything, and I'm thinking, this is the pinnacle of my singing career. I was a freshman in college, so I'm like, this is it. It's not gonna get any better. And like now you can see me at the local places where you can sing. You can see me at the local karaoke places
Yeah,
from
but
there.
wait, let's hear about this going to. How the heck did you end up at Carnegie Hall?
So our group at Carroll University we got invited to Carnegie Hall, and we were singing this. I think it was Italian. It was like a whole set of songs, and so it was pretty amazing. It was fun.
Yeah.
Met some amazing people. It wasn't just our college; it was other colleges as well. Uh,
Mhm.
met a girl there. That was great.
Oh, amazing!
We
Absolutely.
went on a horse carriage date that night, and they kind of dropped us off, and we got lost in New York. It was a great time.
Oh, amazing! I can't get over the fact that you performed. Not many people in this world have ever performed at Carnegie Hall.
Different.
That's an achievement and a half.
Was
It
it a
is.
solo? You did a solo?
No, I did not do a solo.
But
Pretty
still, being
cool.
there is
But
it's actually a beautiful thing. It's something that you can talk about now and forever.
you know,
I've
like a little
I've
song or
visited the
something.
building.
If you want to sing one, you're welcome to.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Oh.
Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah.
Oh, that's a black
Hey,
spiritual, Brandon.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
I
some.
love that. I haven't
Jeremy,
heard that
thank you.
since I was a little girl. Oh, I've heard, but I mean, just for you, you're a tenor. Are you?
Very talented.
Thank you.
What
I
is your voice?
appreciate
Tenor?
it.
I mean, that's
I don't really put it out there. I'm just like,
You don't.
and he did a black spiritual on top. I
I
love it.
could. I'm invited. I'll join you.
Yeah, you're invited to the barbecue, man. You were invited to the barbecue. Let's see here, Jeremy. What advice would you give somebody? First off, thank you. I can't tell you how
Oh,
we like to ask people. We don't like to put people in a spot, but I appreciate your courage to be like, you know what, guys, if you want, I don't mind dropping something for you.
and
So
you did a beautiful drop.
very
Thank you
beautiful,
so much.
very
And I
beautiful.
didn't even practice.
Yeah, hey, you don't need to. When you've been to Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what advice would you give to someone trying to monetize social media if you have any?
Okay. So I would say be consistent. I know someone who does monetize it.
Oh, really?
Be consistent, and you want to find. So you first of all, you want to. I would say if we were starting out, make sure you have a job first. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a job first, and figure out your brand, figure out your target audience. You got to figure all of that stuff out first. And then you have to be consistent. And there's a whole. It's psychological. It's very psychological because in the beginning of anything, including voice acting or social media, you're not going to be good at it right away. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some practice. There's, no one's naturally really good at it. You just have to practice it. And
Mhm.
from there, you just have to be consistent. You're not going to get the results you're going to like, but you got to keep going. You really do. And you got to post as much as your energy allows it. I wouldn't say when you say consistently, some people might think every day. That doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah.
But you have to make it. You have to make sure you have to make sure that you're able to um, enjoy it still. You have to make sure you enjoy it because if you don't enjoy it, you're gonna I don't know. Eventually, you're gonna fall off on doing it. So you gotta make sure you have a schedule that is enjoyable,
Yeah.
um, and you have to be mentally strong to be able to do it. To keep being consistent, and you also have to look at what your competitors are doing too. What are
Yeah.
they doing? And maybe looking at some SEO keywords, figuring out what good keywords are trending right now, what content's trending right now, and just go with it.
Jeremy, you said something that I'm not familiar with. Will you say it one more time? I think you said SEO?
SEO, oh boy,
SCO or SEO?
SEO.
Will you explain it to us or explain it to me because I don't know what it is?
Yeah, search engine optimization. So
Oh,
it's basically when you Google something, and also now it gets complex now, but with AI, because you can even search on it with ChatGPT or Claude.
okay.
So, but it's basically you're trying to get in the top page, first in the front page of Google, and you try and get these clicks, and it's organic.
Mhm.
There's advertising that's paid, and there's organic, free. That's SEO. So
Okay.
you're making content like there's different ways of doing SEO.
Mhm.
There's off page SEO, which is YouTube, right? You do YouTube videos right now, like you have a bunch of YouTube videos. That's SEO.
Okay.
That's when people search for Buckle Up podcast, they will see your YouTube stuff, your
Hmm.
YouTube videos. That is SEO. If you have Reddit, anything Reddit, that's off-page SEO. Like both of
Okay.
those are off-page SEO. Then you have on-page SEO, which is your website, what you do on your website. It's
Mhm.
how to get your website ranked. It's
Okay.
keywords, right? And then content SEO is basically the content, the blogs, the within the website.
Okay. Jeremy, I don't know if you've done this, but you should, and you can make a lot of money off of it. You should be doing those. You could be going. You could be teaching this course if
I
you don't
should
know
do it for
already.
years.
Yeah, you should, man. You
I do
totally
speaking
could.
engagements, so that's fun.
Oh, do you really?
I do. I speak. I do public speaking. I teach people, small business owners, on SEO and other marketing.
Where can they find? Where can someone either A contact you about that, or B is there a website? If someone wanted to see,
Do.
where can they find? What's the best way to go about that? For
JeremyDavidHansen.com, my full name.
Okay.
And also, you can find me on LinkedIn as well, Jeremy Hansen. I'm the top page. I'm the top. I'm probably in the top for that, since
Mhm.
the astronaut's not on there. If you Google Jeremy Hansen, you're not gonna find me. It's gonna be the
Yeah.
astronaut, and I'm gonna be buried, and it's frustrating. There's a rivalry. He doesn't even know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
with LinkedIn, I'm there. I'm front page,
Okay.
red shirt. I'm smiling like this.
I have to look. I'm a,
Okay. That sounds good.
Jeremy,
I'm about to go to lightning round, Mom, unless you had
yeah,
another
before
question.
they ask Jeremy one quick
Oh,
question.
yeah,
What
absolutely. Go ahead, Mom.
do people focus on right now, Jeremy? What platforms
What platforms do I focus on?
should people focus on right
Should
now?
people focus on?
Mm-hmm.
I think Instagram and
Inst-
YouTube.
oh,
Instagram and YouTube are like, I think, the best ones. TikTok, I don't know. Ever
I'm not.
since like ever since things have changed, like I feel like I've never been a fan of TikTok. So
mhm.
like I think Instagram and YouTube are like great
Oh,
opportunities there.
all righty.
Okay. That sounds good. Mom, did you have another question too?
That's all I wanted to ask with that. But what I want to ask of this question: what separates success from failure in this space?
What separates success?
From
It's the
failure.
drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's that mental drive.
Mental
Some
drive.
people like you have social media people who just post to post. You have to do more than that. You have to have a strategy. You have to
Mm-hmm.
know your audience, and you have to kind of you have to know your audience. You have to figure out. You have to look at all the data, and you also have to be creative. So it's that balance of that strategy and the creativity. Some
Oh,
people really like get settled. They're like, this is the content we're making. This is the content we're posting. But you
uh-huh.
have to be able to have that drive to keep going and try to be even better than
Uh,
what you are now.
oh,
So,
I love that.
yeah, I
Okay.
love that too. All right, Jeremy, here's the lightning round, man. You've been absolutely outstanding today. The lightning round is just can be one off or as long as you want to, but it's usually just one question, one answer or whatever. So here it
Is it like
goes.
quick?
Was that? Yeah, they're kind of
Like
like
quick,
quick
like
ones.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Okay. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
DM or email?
DM.
One word to describe your marketing style.
Ooh, ooh, one more, one more.
Are you
It's
good?
one more. It is authentic.
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Coffee or energy drinks?
Neither.
Really? Tea?
I go no. I go. I'm bare. This is the. I go. I just go off and I just wake up and I'm ready to go. Just
Oh,
total natural energy.
okay, that sounds good. Post it now or overthink it.
Post it now.
All right.
Hmm.
One app you can't live without.
Let's see here. Instagram.
Okay. Go viral or build loyal followers. Ooh.
Go viral or go what?
Either should you go viral or build loyal followers.
Ooh, build loyal followers because you can infinite.
Yeah.
True.
Biggest risk you've taken. That could be longer than one word. That could be however you want to answer it.
Okay. Biggest risk I've taken is going full time freelance marketing.
Heck yeah. One piece of advice in one sentence.
Follow your dreams.
Amen.
Oh,
I had that. My mom got me the first thing when I went to California, Jeremy. My mom got me. It's actually over there. I have it. I can't show you now, but it's over there. Jeremy, is that the last question we have in here?
uh-huh.
Oh, Jeremy, here's my final question because that was the last question. If you go back and tell your 18-year-old self anything, you can make it as long as you want to make it. What would you tell that person? Your
You're a
18-year-old
legend.
self. You're a
You're
legend.
a legend.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let anyone think that you're not. You're pretty much a superstar. And
Heck
you're gonna
yeah.
meet some amazing people and keep going. Like, damn, man, you're the shit.
Hey, we'll definitely go with it. Well, Jeremy, before I give it over to Mom, I just want to say, brother, it has been amazing getting an opportunity to learn about you today. You have inspired me. You
Hmm.
have shown me what courage even looks like, man. And you are one of the reasons that we do this show, like because Going into it, I didn't know what your story was going to be, but as we've been talking, it's been amazing to find out all these different layers of you that are your true story, which is why going back to when I said it's not about voicelings, it's about you. I want to know about you. And I meant every word of it, man. And it will be a blessing to our audience that's around the world. We're in 104 countries now in 1,071 cities worldwide on 6 continents. And I think that there are going to be plenty of Jeremys out there that's like, hey, this guy's exactly like I am. If he can do it, I can do it. So
small town guy, and he got his opportunities, and he took it, and he kept going. That's You gotta take your opportunities. Don't overthink anything. Just do it and just try it out. Like, I guess if I can continue.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people have they feel they get blocked from having that imposter syndrome. And you just gotta fake it until you make it. You just gotta try it, and like, just say yes, do it, try it. And if you fail, you fail, but you learn from it, and you just keep doing better. And I kept on failing. But I kept on trying. It didn't stop me. And it mentally helped me get to the point where I feel confident, like, yes, I can do this.
Jeremy, you have a lot to offer this world, man. If no one's told you that, I just want you to hear from me too. But yeah, man, you really do. Mom, I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, Jeremy, I absolutely, and I'm Brandon as well, enjoyed this conversation. You didn't wait for a perfect path. You created one. That consistency and just being creative can open up doors you never imagined. We appreciate you joining us today on the Buckle Up Podcast universe. Now, stay ready, stay aware, and always buckle up. Thank you.
Love it.
Yeah, Jerry, before I give you a round of applause, if you say one more time where everyone can, my mom's clapping already, but one more time where people can find you. If you want them finding you on social media, give any handles that you want.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So JeremyDavidHanson.com. There's Jeremy Hanson on LinkedIn, and there's also Extra Adventures. We can't forget the Instagram. It doesn't have that many followers, but it's at Extra Adventures. You can definitely follow me there. You'll see a very viral dancing video in the page.
I love that video, by the way.
It was fun. I love dancing. So singing, dancing, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Okay. Well, Jeremy, we love it. Make sure to tell your people to download it as well. We can shoot that one intro that you kind of talked about. I can call you right back, and we can do that too if you want to. I'll do that right after I hang up on this one, and then I'll call you right back. But Jeremy, you've been absolutely wonderful, man. One thing we do, give everyone a round of applause, which is you knocked out of the park, Jeremy.
Thank you.
All right, I'll call you right back, man. Okay. We appreciate you too, brother. All right.
Thank you.
Brandon,
yes.
Did you see how he just broke everything down? That's a skill right there.
Yes, ma'am. Beyond skilled.
Media, but he actually understands how to move people. That's different.
Yes, ma'am. It is different. He's very different. We love that too.